Hey everyone, this is Nona again with another Mannerisms video. We're looking at soft classics today. So with the soft classic, we see someone who is very observant and discerning. They really absorb the conversation and their environment, and then they go inwards and really weigh whatever stimuli that they're absorbing. They really moderate their thoughts. They're very choosy with what they're going to communicate. And you can tell by the way they kind of go side to side as if they're weighing words or ideas. And they're also very balanced. They have a very distinct style of give and take. When they focus on who they're talking to, they really give all of their focus, and then they really take their time to go inwards and choose their response. They're not the most reactive type, they're very responsive. And all of their movements are quite contained, they're very refined, everything is quite tempered. They're very graceful, and when you look at them, I think they're quite calming, they're understated, and they just have this general aura of refinement to them. So I hope that you can appreciate the beauty of these women, the way they speak, and the beauty of all women and the way that different people communicate and express their very different energies, because we're all very different, and we have to embrace that. So let's start off with Naomi Watts. Like the dramatic classic, she has a little bit of rigidity in the way she holds herself. She stays in a restrained area, but within that she really blossoms, but in a very graceful and tempered down way. And you can see she's really absorbing David, what he's saying when he speaks. The soft classics are very diplomatic. They're very aware of who they're talking to. They never really go into very self-indulgent and selfish spiels. They're diplomats. So let's look at Marion Cotillard. You can see that when she goes inwards, she's really weighing her words and trying to pick the right response, and she's looking for some accuracy. And it's almost that dreamy look that more romantic types tend to put on, but this time it's tempered by also a very logical back and forth, a reasoning process. You can see all of her expressions are very poised. They have a lot of control. They're very aware of themselves. They don't really lose awareness of their body ever, really. So they stay really, really graceful. So the Queen of Grace, Grace Kelly, if you just watch her face, her reactions, how she absorbs the crowd and her environment, very diplomatic. What a dainty sip of water. She has these little accents. They're very, very toned down. She is expressive, but in a very moderated way. Next we have another classically beautiful Catherine Deneuve. The small range of motion, even when she leans forward, it's restrained. She's very watchful. She's watching the reaction of whoever she's speaking to closely. She picks her words carefully. And last we have Kristin Dufault. Her gaze is very, very absorbent. She's giving all her attention when she listens. And look at that dainty little, very graceful hand gestures. They're small, they're very restrained, but they're still expressive. They're accurate in a soft way. So I hope that gives you a good idea of what I see when I look at soft classic women speaking and talking and just expressing themselves. It's really all about the certain energy they carry. I think they have a very similar, very harmonious, balanced energy to them. It's understated, it's more elegant, refined, and I think they're very lovely to watch, especially if you want to cultivate more of that energy yourself. We live in a world that's just so exaggerated at times, especially with YouTube. Lots of very exaggerated speakers, lots of edits that only give you the most excited cuts. And I think as a society, we have, more or less been training ourselves to only react to those very high intensity shows or displays of expression, and we are losing our patience. We're not letting or enjoying things as they unfold, whether that be relationships or even just conversation. So I hope that watching the soft classic awakens, this desire to allow things to blossom as they will on their own time. And I'll see you in the next video. We're finally going to get to gamines, so I'm excited about that. All right, until next time. Bye.